Good morning, everyone. It is about 7:21. I didn't sleep last night. I was editing yesterday's video and watched a movie and just kind of laid in bed. So I got up, got ready. We have an 8 in the morning shift over at that gas station. I hope everyone had a good night. I hope you're having a good day or night, depending on when you're watching this anyway. One of many cyber trucks in our area. Oh, he's coming this way. Oh, U-turn. Must be going to Barber's Motor Speedway. I don't need to stop at Buc-ee's or anything, so I'm just going to migrate to that side. I do more windshield stuff, but we're still fairly fogged up. Looks like it's going to be a nice clear day, which is nice. I need the charge. I did run the space heater for probably 2 hours last night. It got pretty cold, and bad news. I've already put in a ticket to return it, but the electric blanket went out. We had till January to return it, apparently, which is a nice thing to have. That was one of the complaints people had, though. They said the Westinghouse electric, 12-volt blanket, it did really good when they first got it, but a couple weeks later, it quit on them. I got a little longer than 2 weeks, and I never really moved it, you know what I mean? I put it on the bed, I put another blanket over it, and I have it plugged into the 12 volt. I would turn it on. Now it still turns on. Like, it has 3 settings: green light for low, like an amber light for medium, and red light for high. Those still work, so it still gets juice and everything. It's just there's no heat. It's not heating up at all. So my guess is there some interruption in the line to stop it from making those wires hot or whatever it is. It sucks, because the cats and I did enjoy that. But, I noticed, it's like, it doesn't feel like it's getting warm. So I put my hand in, basically, I don't know how long it's been that way, but, so I'm returning it. I don't know what I'm going to do for, if I don't mind paying more if I have to for a 12-volt blanket. But I need one that's going to work. This one had reviews that some said, the problem I had is the problem you had. So I was like, well, I don't want to get another Westinghouse, because apparently that's a fairly common problem, because it happened to me too. So that's that. Now the good news is, we've since upgraded to having the 15-pound, technically 20-pound, but 15-pound propane. Jeez, guys. Uh-oh. That was a red light. That was a red light. The sun is straight in my eyes, and my windshield is just fogged enough that when the sun hit it, I couldn't even see if there was a traffic light there. I just knew there was supposed to be one there. So that was terrible. This is also that spot that police always patrol, so I lucked out that I didn't get an issue just now. Like, this stop right here is the fire station, which is where a lot of the cops hang out on the other side of the street here. So does it work? Should I get like a squeegee or something that I can just the inside of my windshield when I need to move? If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. I used to use No Fog Rain X. Is that still a thing? Again, if anybody knows, let me know in the comments. Anything you have that would make me learn how to be a better van lifer, let me know in the comments. I'm not against just going, all right, screw it. I'm not going to get, because the cats are fine, you know, in the degrees that I'm at around here. The lowest we get is 34 degrees like it was last night, and the cats just get in the bed, curl up in the blankets with each other, and they're fine. And that's only for essentially a few hours. That's why I don't really want to work more during van life with, you know, owning 4 cats, because, okay, so at work, I go to work, I leave them for less than, let's see, I leave them for about 5 hours. Then I come in, I kick the heater on, feed them, check in on them and everything, and then I leave, and then I'm away from them no longer than 3 hours. So, and then when I go and do anything like this, like I'm doing Circle K, they're right outside in the parking lot as well, and I'm only away from them for 4 full hours, and then I'm only, like, you know, 15 steps away from 15, sun's right in my eyes, 15 steps away. I wish I had my sunglasses. I hope I can find them, and I hope that they're not missing, like not gone. But I'm going to be cleaning the van today. That's the big goal. So I'm going to be cleaning the van today because my plan is I'm going to go over to Walmart after this, get what I need from Walmart. Not a lot, because I've spent way too much already. It seems like
I spent way too much. I got myself a value meal, and I broke down and bought myself got $20 worth of propane, you know.
But that's how it is right now. I'm going to let the cats be in the cab and close the partition door. And then I'm going to pick everything up in the back of the van, put it up on the bed, do a really good shop vac and leaf blow out of everything. Take that brush that I bought. Oh, they're doing some kind of barbecue. I was like, that's weird. There's like a bunch of packages, like mail style packages at this park. But yeah, I wish I had another camera that I could just have these kind of shots for you. Like a secondary camera. Don't know if I'd use it, but I wish I did. So then I'm going to scrub that floor really good and get everything nice and clean, and then spray a layer of Lysol down on it, and just, you know, have a nice clean van. If we've got clear sun and everything, I should have enough power. Jackery is fully charged. We're at 65% yesterday on solar. I'm hoping maybe to get close to 70. But if that can all happen, then I'm going to run the air purifier, clean things out. I need to clean my bedding, but at the same time, I'm of the mindset, like, to clean my bedding, it's going to be like $9, plus it costs a while. It takes a while to, I'm thinking $12 at the minimum to clean my bedding. For just a little bit more, I can get a bed in a bag and get brand new bedding, because my comforter's ripping, and, you know, my pillows are garbage, and I don't have any pillowcases. So I'm kind of holding out for that. But I still want to, I mean, I'll still wash, but I'll wait till the next washing. But my furry blanket that I've had since Korea needs to be washed. And but if I had clean bedding and that done, I you know, it always feels good when I get my van straightened up as much as I can. I'm hoping, since I haven't been here for a while and I'm not working tomorrow, that there's going to be plenty to keep me busy. And we're not working over here tomorrow. The shift is gone anyway, but I didn't grab it because I need to go and get the electric car and go get it charged up. So I'm going to do that. Ideally, what I'm going to do is we're going to go grab some breakfast somewhere on the way. I've become a fast food breakfast guy. In the old bricks and mortar day, A, you wouldn't get me awake in time to go line up for breakfast. And B, I was not the breakfast guy. It's a good thing this isn't the intersection that I ran. It's the Circle K. that we're gonna go do some time at. Looks like somebody's car just had to get towed. I'm batting 1,000. I didn't stop at that stop sign. I'm not sure where we left off, but I'm at the parking lot behind the gas station I'm going to be working at. So I'm just waiting for it to get closer to time, probably like 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll go in and start knocking out some stuff. Not sure what they're doing. They've been hanging out there since I've pulled in. But that's next to a Waffle House. They might have just got done having some Waffle House and just shooting the breeze before they either get on or get off shift. Dang, that's the tow truck. It just passed by. It was in the Circle K parking lot. That lady was taking her stuff out of it and he was loading it up. I don't know if that showed up on the previous video or my phone filled up too quickly or not, but those passenger and driver side airbags were both deployed. Alright everyone, got 2 days use off of this shirt for work, but all done. My knee pads are getting pretty beat. Alright. It was a bit of a struggle trying to have enough work for 4 hours. They were just out of just about everything, and it looked like someone had already stocked a lot of the higher tier items like the Red Bulls and stuff. So I only had about 2 hours worth of legitimate regular work, and then I had to start finding things, which is not a big deal. I mean, basically you go into their back stock room and dig stuff that they just had piled up that you can see is actually stuff that could go out. Like basically once it goes to a certain corner, a lot of the workers just ignore it until it becomes outdated. So I just went to them and made sure they weren't expired and everything. I put that stuff out too. Made the beer case look good. The stuff I cleaned up and straightened up from last time stayed pretty neat and straightened up, so it looks like they're trying to keep it that way, because it would be very easy for somebody to just mess that up if they didn't really care. So that tells me that they appreciate that I did a little bit of a kind of spring cleaning for them. Get my bag out of the way here. Step one, because it's right across the way here, I'm going to Dollar Tree. I want to get some snacky snacks. Last night, you know, after I ate the soup and I was up all night and stuff, I wanted snacky stuff, and I'm out of anything snacky. That's kind of the thing, right? When you live in a van and you stealth as long as I do, watching movies and TVs, the one thing that you're gonna want is a snack. I did look at their propane over here too. It seems to be a little bit higher than the kiosk that we use right now. So, and it's still a Blue Rhino. So that's kind of odd, isn't it? I guess they're charging because you have to use a real interact with a real person. I don't know. Over there to that Dollar Tree, which looks extremely busy. Oh, look. There's an RV. Not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna stay on this far end right here. Sneaky Pete's is open. One of these times we're gonna go to Sneaky Pete's and I'm gonna get a couple of slaw or junkyard dogs. Show you guys what those are like. Not today though. We've spent enough like that. If we get anything, it's gonna be McDonald's or something like that. Quick check on the cats there. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'll be back, guys. All right, to the Dollar Tree. Yeah, I don't have anywhere I have to be, but I definitely don't want to stand in that long a line today. Not just for some snacks. Yeah, I think the guy who has the RV is in there. He was talking about how he's gone all up around the Appalachian Trail area camping, so, which sounds very cool. Anytime I hear about that, I always think about the backpackers that go missing and stuff, and I don't think I'm built for that right now. I like being in my van too much, but I don't know. I don't know enough about that stuff. I'd like to learn. I lived overseas a lot and things like that, so I mean, never really did true camping. I just had relatives that lived out in the jungle in huts and, you know, stayed there and used the outhouse. That's about as close as I came to it in Thailand. Well, I know I need to get drinks, and I know I probably need to get cat litter. So I guess Walmart it is. You know what? It's noon on a Saturday, and I'm already seeing people fight in the parking lot over here, so I can imagine what it's going to be like inside the store at Walmart. So I think I'm going to pick up some McDonald's, and then I think I'm going to post up. It's about my bedtime anyway, so I'm going to probably take a nap. When I get up, I'm definitely going to try to clean this van out, though. This is my last real day off. Tomorrow I work the evening shift over at Walmart. Let's see. Oh, there's going to be a line at McDonald's, but I don't know. That's a line worth having, I think. Let's see if they got any deals. Just getting a kick of watching this Nelson Glass guy. He's with his wife or whatever, so he's probably off the clock. He's just doing every kind of dumb style of driving. He's cutting through all these lanes, doing U-turns, near missing everybody. Hilarious. I don't know. Anyway, it was a good day of work. You know, it's nice to get those 4 hours done, because what it does, it forces me to be up and get around and move around. So it's a little bit of, you know, exercise when I probably wouldn't be doing it. And I don't know what I'm doing here, guys. I am definitely not a fan of the weekend driving going on right now. Just a lot of people not signaling, cutting each other off, near misses, pulling out without looking. Like that guy right there. Almost hit the side of the van. No signal, just coming over. Nelson Glass Company. Do better, Nelson Glass Company. Do better. All cars come with a turn signal for a reason. Still no signal. Bet he doesn't signal here either. Nope, his signal must be broken. And he's trying to brake check me or something. Interesting. He stops at stop signs. Let's see. Will he signal? Will he signal? No, he's going straight. not going to be able to make it if I do that, so I'm not going to do that to him. I actually need to make sure I get sunlight, so I say that as it just becomes overcast. So I'm going to pull. I guess this is my spot today. Yeah, I guess this will work. I ordered McDonald's. I got a McDonald's waiting on me and I'm sitting over here. All right, I'll get back with you when I pick it up. Had my food waiting for me at the window. So yeet. I'm going with it here. Two double cheeseburgers, 2 large fries, Coke. Coke is perfect, just needed them to fill it to the top. Fries are crispy, salted perfectly. This is how you want them. I wish they gave me some ketchup. Double cheeseburger. Got 2 of these. Feels heavy. Man, I know it's not cheesy cheese, but they do really good with the cheese. 2 patties. Still warm. This will do. I'm not sleepy, but it's technically my nap time, bedtime. I haven't slept yet. This parking lot is packed, so I'm really not wanting to go inside and do any shopping yet. It's a warm day today. It's already in the 60s. Should have parked. Well, I have the video that I did yesterday. It needs to be uploaded, and I don't know. I'll wait till a little bit later, but I need to straighten up the back. I need to pick up the back as much as I can. I'm not in the right spot for the cats to come to the front, but I want to get as much solar as I can. So I'm going to wait till probably around 2:30. And then I'll move to a spot where the cats can get up on the dashboard and roam. And that's when I'll start shopping and cleaning. And if you're watching this video, thank you for watching this video. I hope you get something out of it. It's just a candid look at daily van life with almost no money. And if you would, give me a like, possibly subscribe. I'm really trying to build up this channel. Any comments are appreciated. Any questions, any advice. I'm new to van life. We're just a little over 100 days of doing van life. I've had a lot of setbacks and I've had a lot of successes. Catch up with you guys in a little bit.
Which is 3 hours. It's 8:30 already. This will be a very late night.
It's almost 5 o'clock. I'm in the same spot I left you at. It hasn't really died down, but I'm gonna go inside anyway. And I just been sitting in the back watching a movie. I watched Apocalypto. My first time actually watching it all the way through. Very good. Supposed to be making a sequel next year. I gotta get a few supplies. Whew. And I got some news. Gotta go in Walmart and get some supplies before I procrastinate too long. Since I haven't slept, I know I'm gonna pass out soon. I do have some news, even though it was as high as 67 degrees over here today. We're supposed to get some kind of Arctic blast starting tomorrow. So starting early tomorrow, the temperature is gonna drop significantly. and the low could be as low as 19 degrees. So we're going to go from 67 down to the 40s, to the 30s, 20s, and as low as 19 degrees. So my concern with that is, do I have enough propane? Because, you know, when we drop down to about 35 degrees, well, the heater on low does struggle to keep me warm enough. Like, it's warm, but not comfortably warm when it's in the 30s. So now 30s is fine, right? That's usually the average low for my area. 34 degrees, that's the low. Now we're talking about 34 degrees kind of being the high for the next 2 days. Now I have a mostly full propane tank right now, and I have 2 of those small greenies. I'm not really wanting to spend any more money, and if I did, I'd probably get a second 20-pound propane tank, but I don't even want to do that right now. I don't have the room for it, you know. So I'm going to try to make do. But I'm a little concerned. This is the worst time for that 12-volt electric blanket to conk out too. Like, it was 67 degrees here earlier, and you used to walk around with a t-shirt, but temperature's dropping fast. It's so crazy that I'm out here comfortably in a t-shirt, knowing that basically in the next 12 hours the temperature is just going to drop. Like, it basically says we're gonna go from 67 to the low 40s in the next few hours, and then by tomorrow we'll be dropping down toward the 20s. Whew. I'm fine with, as long as my propane tank holds out, and I think it will. I mean, we just started using it. It may not last till the next payday, but cross that bridge when we get to it, I suppose. A lot of clouds though. Some dark ones coming in too. All right, I'm going to attempt to shop vac as much as this floor as I can right now. Not going to do as much as I thought because I'm getting tired and we got that cold snap coming in. But I am going to get the main part, see what I can do. Well, that's most of that up here. And I just got done scrubbing it with this. So, getting ready to wipe it with a towel now. So it's a little better. Is it perfect? No. Does it look better than it did? You probably can't tell, but yes. All those marks and stuff, this was originally a painter's van. It started as an AT&T van, and the owner after that was a handyman. So this is all spilled paint stains from before. I came with a lot of paint peripherals that I used for a while too. All right, talk to you later. And I did get myself a few of these supposed Nathan hot dogs, $1.50. Can't really beat the price. I've got that chicken and stuff still, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to boil up some eggs, and I got some vegetables, some pre-chopped vegetables. I'm just going to make a chicken salad with it that I can work on for a couple days. That's my plan. It is so warm right now that I'm running the air conditioner in the middle of December. How crazy is that? Not as crazy what's going to happen in 24 hours apparently. All right, I cleaned that floor up, and I didn't put up the water bowl, so I'm going to slowly edge because I'm trying to get to a strong enough Wi-Fi signal that I can upload one video. Upload one video today and hopefully edit this video tonight. Not that this one's going to make a lot of sense. This is going to be some very choppy. The camera stopped recording at different times. The memory filled up and I had to go back. So I'm going to have to go through and see what I got and see what I can make for us. Especially since nothing really happened today. It's been kind of crazy too. They chased off a lady that had a, we'll work for food type of sign. That I think she actually lives in her car, like in this parking lot. But no crazy cop things. But one of the reasons I couldn't fall asleep today was, I guess where I was parked, even though I've parked here before, was just Grand Central for grandparents seeing their grandkids. So like, so far in the parking lot, they would park over on each side of my van at different times, different people, and it was just like, Grandpa, blah, 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 and all this other stuff, and it was, nothing bad. It's heartwarming to listen to. It's just, I'm not going to fall asleep if I hear all these like half conversations. Then one of the kids saw Happy, and she's like, oh, look at the little kitten, which is fine, because Happy's not going to come to the glass and be that kind of cat to play with you. She'll be like, okay, time for me to come to the back, which is what she did. But, I picked the right spot to, get solar, which I forgot I had plugged in the Jackery to charge up, so didn't quite get as much as I want. I can't remember what it is. Yeah, that right brake is starting to squeak. Alright, let's see if I got enough signal now. And I couldn't upload anyway. It kept hanging up at about 33%. So I don't know if I'm just not close enough for a signal. I only had 2 bars. So hopefully I'll do it when I get to work tomorrow night. Alright, let's hit the road. I'm getting ready to go inside. I might catch a beverage. I don't know. I just got a bunch of Cokes. I'm going to use their facilities for sure. Catch up with you in a bit. Well, all right, I'm back. They got quite a few people in there, mostly people who are at the gas pumps. But the parking lot itself, pretty empty. So I guess they're all at Walmart. Well, I didn't get a drink, but when I was working at Circle K, I double checked. And their combos are over $1 more than what they are here at Buc-ee's. And Buc-ee's has a larger selection. I've never had the pizzeria flavored. I've had the pizza flavored, which the picture has a picture of a pepperoni pizza. This one says pizzeria made with real cheese, so I assume this is like a cheese pizza. So probably not having the pepperoni flavor. And then there's something new, and I had to get it. I had to try it. You guys know I like my Wily Wallabies. Well, I'd never seen this before. But these are Sourageous Drops. And it says sour licorice with a candy shell. So I'm excited for that. I don't have anything sweet. When I went into Walmart, I got the necessities that I needed. And I got a container of cottage cheese. And that's mostly for, the protein and somewhat calcium, but yeah. So the whole time that I drove from Walmart here, I've had the air purifier on quick clean, which is the highest. It's hooked up to the Jackery, so I'm letting it run pretty good back there. I'm getting ready to go back there, and I'm going to feed the cats their wet cat food now, since we've got time to kill. Also, in here, boy, that's a lot of boxes they've been trying to figure out how to make fit in here today. And before I go to the back, let me go on and show you. see the lot. You guys seen how it looks before. The lot on this side is fairly empty. Same with the back lot. So that's kind of rare. I don't know what Waddles is doing back there. I'm hearing a lot of noise, Waddles. What are we doing? Anyway, I'm going to the back because I want to feed them their wet cat food. That way they'll have the wet cat food and it'll be out of their system. I've already given them their, I've already cleaned their litter box and dumped all the trash that I have in the van. So we're a little bit better than we were. Hopefully the air purifier does some stuff. And front end is still dirty, but I can do the front end kind of anytime because I don't have cats to worry about in the front. So, all right, see you in a little bit. In the back of the van, the cats are just finishing up eating their wet cat food. Grayble's the last one to eat. They always make a mess. And then I'll put their dry cat food and their water back up here. And I've got the air purifier going right here. And I've got the fan blowing over here, which I need to clean that fan. And I'm going to jump in the bed just to kind of make the hair jump off a little bit, hair and dust, and get sucked up by this thing. And I'm going to probably edit a little bit of this video. Really, I'm just going to compile it together so I can edit it later. And I'm going to wait till about 9:30 or 10 o'clock and I'll roll out. Well, I was editing one of the videos, but then I fell asleep and I just got woken up by the sound of rain hitting the roof of the van. So the temperature is starting to drop and it's starting to get wet outside. Gonna be curious what it's gonna be like in the morning. I am still in the Buc-ee's parking lot. I'm not gonna lie, it's really comfortable over here in this Buc-ee's parking lot. But I will probably pull out here in about 30 minutes. Well, the ground definitely got wet out here. I was very tempted to stay here and sleep. Very tempted. That's the thing about the way I got the van blacked out. It's not fully blacked out, but it's pitch black in the back of the van, so even with all these lights, it doesn't really affect me sleeping. Street racers are still driving crazy out there. I heard them. That's what woke me up again. So I slept for a little over 2 hours, it seems. I was editing, and then sometimes the editing software that I use, it's an app, you'll just randomly kind of autosave, but also exit out of your edit. So the last time, yeah, all the street racers are parked underneath the gas thing. Yeah, that's what they're doing. I guess since it's raining, they're hanging out over there, but they're still revving their engines. Well, it's pretty interesting. Right now, it's only 61 degrees outside. So it went from 67 down to 61, which isn't bad at all. It's actually very comfortable. We don't drop into the 50s until midnight. drop into the 40s at 3 a.m. But by 6 a.m., we'll be in the 30s. And it'll be clear skies, it seems, but we'll be in the 30s all the way through the day tomorrow. But by the time I go into work tomorrow night, it will be in the 20s. Next Sunday, it says in the 50s is the low. So I guess I just got to survive these next few days. All right, I'm in the back. It's actually pretty quiet outside. I think because all the street racers are actually over at that Buc-ee's right now. I think because it's wet outside. And there's only one other van here. I don't see any other RVs or anything like that here at Bass Pro. I just put my hot dogs in the warmer to let them warm up. And I guess the cats must know something because they're not even trying to go to the front or anything. And it's not that cold yet. They're actually just sleeping. They were sleeping on me, for the last couple hours. Isn't that right, Waddles? In fact, except for Waddles here, everyone else is under the bed right now, asleep. All right, everyone. My hot dogs are done. So I'm going to have hot dogs and a Coke and my leftover French fries, which are also warmed up. And then I'm going to chill for maybe an hour. I'm going to try to get some sleep. Kind of hate that because it's going to mess up my sleep schedule, but I had been awake for 24 hours before I finally passed out at Buc-ee's. So I think it's going to be smart if I get some sleep. If you can hear it, it's raining, so the roads are wet and everything, but it's not cold enough for anything to freeze. We're actually still in the high 50s, so I think we're going to be fine today. Tomorrow morning, it'll be pretty cold, and that's when I really try to get my sleep on. I haven't decided what we're going to do about the Fiat yet. Might just wait and see. Don't want to go too long, though. Well, everyone, I've had a good day. I hope that you did as well. And until next time, this is your old pal, Hannibal the Hannibal, signing off. It's about 3:30 in the morning. I haven't really slept. I just started to fall asleep. And the temperature just massively dropped. So, you went from being fairly warm in the van to just being cold. No, just cold. It's not unbearably cold or anything, but just probably in 20 minutes, the temperature just massively dropped. High winds outside all of a sudden too, so. But I'm going to try to get some shut-eye. Just thought I'd update you on the temperature today. Oh yeah. Bimo says hi.